Okay, number 4.
I 44.1,
Mhm.
OJH606Z, O2H63JZ, and O2HK3JZ.
Exactly. Okay, so your first code is the second degree AV block, I-44.1. And then we put in the pacemaker. Initial insertion of a pacemaker is always going to have a minimum of 2 codes. One for the insertion of the generator, which was the OJH606Z. And then in this case it was a dual chamber, so we have 2 leads, one in the right atrium and one in the right ventricle. So O2H63JZ and O2HK3JZ. Questions? Anything? Page 1. Alright,
So
number.
when they put in a pacemaker, that includes the generator device?
Yeah, there's 3 codes. There's one for the insertion of the generator and then one for the leads. And in this case, there were 2 leads. Single chamber would only have 1 lead, so 2 codes. The
No,
dual chamber has 2 leads.
I got thrown off by the dual chamber with placement of generator device.
Right.
Those were 2 separate things.
No, that is, the pacemaker has a generator device and the leads.
I'll just take out this extra code I have.
Okay. Alrighty then. Number 5.
I-65.23, I-51.7, I-10, 037L34Z, and 037K3ZZ.
Correct. Okay. So, the occlusive bilateral disease codes out to I-6523. The I-51.7 is for the cardiomegaly, which was not hooked up to the hypertension, didn't say due to, so has to be coded separately. And then the I-10 for the hypertension, even though it says history of, it told you he's still taking medication. So he's not a history of, he still has hypertension. So I-10. And then the 2 procedures, one into the left and one into the right. So O37L34Z and O37K3ZZ. One had a stent and one did not. Okay. Number 6.
I-48.91,
Mm-hmm.
02564ZZ, 02574ZZ.
Okay, I don't have 4s, I have 3s because it was
I have 3s
percutaneous.
and I changed them to 4s.
I hate that. There's no mention of a scope there. So it's
Okay.
just percutaneous.
But
We
it says
were
video guided
Thinking of
instrument.
robotic assisted. That's what I'm
Oh, you know.
thinking with the truckers. That's
Damn
what I-
it.
Has to be a scope. Okay.
So it actually has to say scope.
Yeah, like an gastroscopy or laparoscopy.
that.
We were just thinking that it might be.
Yeah,
because
I
it's-
know.
And I was thinking.
That's a part of that robot thing, the guided instruments.
That's what I was thinking.
Like a
Does it
video
have
game. You know, they use it like a
for
video.
having it right and changing my mind?
Okay, so I-4891 is correct. And then O2573ZZ and O2563ZZ. And then you should also have 8EOW3CZ, which tells you robotic assistance. Okay? So if you look up in your index, robotic assisted,
AEOW.
8EOW3, C is in Charlie, Z. And you can find it under robot assisted.
Oh, I was like, there's no base thing.
Robotic assisted
That's
procedure
where we went wrong. We knew
on
the
page
robotic-
117. And this would be of the trunk. Now, while we're talking about that, it wasn't on this problem, but sometimes you'll see computer assisted surgery. That also has a code. And you can find that under computer assisted surgery.
So what was that?
And that's on 46.
What was that code, 025?
There was 0257 3ZZ and 0256 3ZZ. and that is destruction of the atrium. Okay, number 7.
I-44.7, I-42.0, I-50.22, OJH637Z, O2H63JZ, O2HK3JC, and O2H43JH.
JZ.
That's what she meant.
Okay. All right, so the left bundle branch block is I-44.7. I had the congestive heart failure first because it told you to do that in the book. It doesn't tell you in the code book. It tells you in your handbook. So you may want to make a note of that in your code book. Let me see where that is.
So what was the reason for the